and I was his chief of staff for 4.5 years.
Correct.
So I worked with him on a minimum basis of about 14 hours a day. So I saw him at close quarters.
Wow.
You underestimate his resilience and you underestimate
at your own peril.
Intelligence at your own peril.
That's
Go and read the tribute I wrote when he turned 60. So, yes, but he's a much older man. And one side of the question is okay because he's older. The other side is that what is on offer on the other side? Is there not something inherently or altruistically patriotic about this one that in spite of this, I want to do this for my country? And what does he want to do for his country? You know, when people talk about what he did in Lagos, and I think you localize it when you even focus it on Lagos, but let us remember that the first state bond for infrastructure and development in this country was raised during his term as governor. And it was raised in spite of a federal PDP opposition saying that it couldn't be done. But that is the model, that is the pathway that all states now follow to raise funding. So there was a funding problem. We still have a funding problem, a revenue problem. IGR expansion, his model is the model that all the states have now followed. So why are you hiding behind a finger? So Nigeria has similar problems. We need to expand our revenue base. And so this is what is offering. When people were struggling with access to justice, Office of the Public Defender was created here. The last time I checked, 10 other states, including opposition, have created their own version of the Office of Public Defender. So even those who oppose him adopt his policies. The Lagos State Advertising and Signage Agency, LASA, was not just to reform and strengthen and reposition advertising business, it was to increase local government revenues, who have the constitutional responsibility for outdoor signage and advertising. The last time I checked, if you check, 15 states in Nigeria have passed their own version of LASA. And 16 states have passed their own version of LASMA. All of his policies have gained resonance nationwide, even by his most virulent critics. And he's saying now, I want to do this on a national scale. And you're asking me whether he should run. I will vote for him. And I'm campaigning for him. And let the opponents come and show us what they have done. Because we are now saying from local to national. What have you done? And you know the interesting thing? All of them held public office. All of them, at least the front runners.
The records are there.
So what have you done that has had national appeal, national acceptance, and national sustainability as to qualify you for this job? So it's not about how old the man is. Even his older version is better than any of their younger version as I speak today. Because I've seen all of them at work. And I've taken time to objectively analyze what they have done. So you would hear that one of the candidates says, oh, yes, I'm going to privatize. We did privatization. Privatization of what? The privatization process started during Ibrahim Babangida, 1986. That was when the law was passed. And then you say you privatize and that's why we have a telephone. Lie. What was privatized was Nitel. I don't know how many Nigerians use a Nitel line. No. The lines we use today are licenses that were sold
by the PDP.
And there's a very fine distinction between privatizing an asset and selling a license under a law that you did not enact.
Okay, that's